Welcome to the Great CEOs podcast. This is where CEOs share their insights in a quick interview. I'm your host, Pam Singleton, Inc. CEO Project. Welcome today to Rajiv Jadhav of RSquare Media. Tell us what you do. Tell us all about yourself and your company.
Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Thank you for the opportunity of being on this amazing platform. My name is Rajiv Jadhav, like you've said, where I'm the CEO of an award-winning, minority-certified online visibility company called RSquare Media that's headquartered in New York City. We help clients be seen or not be seen online. And what that means is you can either be number one on Google, be the only one on Google, or if you're in the unfortunate predicament of having some scandal or bad press connected to you or your name or your company, we can get that deleted from Google. So that's what we do. I did say award-winning. We won the 2017 Minority Business of the Year award in the company of Con Edison and MTA, $2 billion ginormous companies. And we won that for championing small business and for our level of integrity and innovation. Happy to answer any other questions.
Okay, so this is a technology-enabled firm, I presume.
Yes.
Correct. What's your competitive advantage over everybody else who does this?
Yeah, so first of all, we deliver results at the speed of thought. What that means is it's very fast. We offer a money-back guarantee as far as our reputation management services go, which nobody does. And second thing is we offer most people think that when you have bad press, you're stuck with it and you can't do anything about it. Whereas our approach is, well, you can do something about it. You can get it deleted. Most people don't know that that's possible. So that's one big competitive advantage right there. And the second is we make it risk-free by offering a time-based money-back guarantee. So most companies might say it'll cost you so much, it might work, it might not work. We're saying it will work and this is the amount that you pay. But if we, for whatever reason, cannot get it off in the defined time frame, you get your money back, no questions asked. And so that makes it completely risk-free. It's something that we are very upfront about. It's on our website, it's in the email, it's in our contract, it's everywhere. So that's something that we're known for. And people like us because we're extremely easy to work with. We're available to people on the phone, via text, during the day, after hours, weekends, so we make ourselves as available to clients within reason as is possible.
Well, few firms are willing to put their money where their mouth is. So
yes.
that certainly is a competitive advantage. What percentage of your revenue recurs every year?
I'm sorry?
What percentage of your revenue recurs every year?
What percentage? I would say maybe 20%.
20%. What does it look like? How would you describe the recurring revenue?
Yeah, it's usually retainers. Yeah, so these are like monthly retainers that clients pay for ongoing services. And these ongoing services usually are SEO related services. SEO stands for search engine optimization, which if you translate, what does that mean? It means being number one on Google or being easily found on targeted platforms for specific search phrases or words, on an ongoing basis, which means if somebody were to go to Google or YouTube or Facebook or to type whatever category of service like best senior daycare near me or best senior daycare Long Island, then the client would pop up as number one in that search result on whatever platform you went to. So that's an example of the work product as well as the outcome that clients are paying for.
RSquared has been around for about 8 years. Every business has constraints to growth. What would you say are strategic issues you'd eliminate if you could?
So we've actually been pretty good as far as, nimble and agile as far as overcoming barriers. So one of the barriers that we first overcame was going virtual. So previously we had our headquarters in the RXR Plaza on Long Island, which is also called the Twin Towers of Long Island because they're actually twin towers and it looks like the Rockefeller Plaza with the skating rink and giant Christmas tree and everything. So we were physically headquartered there, but then the year later, this was in 2015, And 2016 onwards, we went virtual, and then that allowed us access to work with team members from all over the country. And that, I think, overcame, access to talent. We were able to overcome that by going virtual. And we continue to do so. We have a very popular global mentorship program, which attracts students from the top schools in the US as well as Asia. And that's virtual as well. So some students like the idea of not having to drive or go to some physical place, and they can get the work done, as we like to say, work in your PJs all day long. And people like that. And it's certainly not for everyone. Some people don't like working in their PJs and some do. And we appeal to the people that do.
As long as they brush their teeth, that you can work as much and wear whatever you want. So how many hours do you work these days, and where do you focus your time?
Yeah, that's a great question. Now, I usually work about, I want to say 9 to 10 hours a day. And usually a lot of my time is spent between project management as well as networking. Networking is where I find new partners, do business development, find strategic partners as well through networking, find collaborative partners, clients too. So a lot of my time is spent there. And the second part of the time is the actual work, which is when clients request proposals, or I need to follow up about payments or things like that.
So your sleeves are rolled up.
Yes.
And all the time.
Yes.
What have you delegated in the last 6 months? To whom?
Yeah, so I have several teams that I work with. I have a very deep and broad reputation team, since reputation management accounts for about, I want to say, like 45% of my revenue. So I do have a dedicated team there. That team takes care of all the actual reputation work. The part that I take care of is the project management of that task. So making sure that the work is getting done, documenting it, sending updates to clients, things like that. I do have several interns through my mentorship program that do help out, and their skills range from person to person. Right now, the interns that we have a lot of video editing skills. So we're creating a lot of video content for RSquare Media clients that include our nonprofit clients, some projects that I've partnered with business associates as well. So we're creating a lot of video content. So the team takes care of that.
Okay. What would you say defines your approach to being CEO?
Yeah, I think it's about finding the right person for the right job. Also finding out what drives people, and kind of trying to match a person's skill and passion with the area of work. So our approach is, we always ask people, what do you like to do? And they'll say, I like to do pa, pa, pa. And then I say, okay, great. So based on that, we give them a project that's very closely related to their passion. And we found that when people enjoy doing what they do, that's what they live to do, the kind of work that comes out is just amazing.
Exactly right. I always say that you should be willing to do whatever you do without being paid. And that way you know you've got the right job. So speaking of fun, what do you do for fun?
Yeah, so I'm happy to say that I recently found love during a global pandemic, notwithstanding, actually, because of it.
How did you do that?
Yeah, so I'm a member of this global nonprofit called Toastmasters. So Toastmasters is about helping people with their public speaking and developing leadership ability. So a friend of mine invited me to visit a Toastmasters club based out of DC. And I met someone there. We just clicked immediately, and it was a how we like to call it, as a whirlwind romance. And 2 days later, she moved up to New York, and we've been together ever since. So it was, yeah.
Well, congratulations. That is fun.
It is, yeah. So just spending a lot of time together and exploring New York together. So I usually do that.
Everybody likes a good love story, especially under COVID circumstances. All right, Rajiv Jadhav, thank you so much for being with us. And RSquared Media, thank you very much. Learn more about RSquared Media at rsquared.media.com. that right?
It's actually RSquare.media as well as RSquaremedia.com.
Okay. So you have
two
options.
websites.
All right. If you're interested in what other great CEOs are thinking, join us again for greatceopodcast.com. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Take
thank
care.
you, Pam. Thank you for the opportunity and have an amazing rest of the week.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.